Last episode, we were forced into rotation thanks to a lot of injuries, but managed to stay afloat in the league regardless. Hey, what's going on? Respected Jeff here for Season 3, Episode 8 in this West Ham career. We have a break in league action finally, and a chance for us to get some new faces into the squad. It's January, but luckily we won't need a transfer right away. We're going to promote one of our youth players so we can have some extra bodies. We're very short on numbers right now, and it looks like the pick of the bunch is probably Elliot Wilson, I guess, the winger. He's the highest rated out of the bunch. And that's probably one of the positions we're lightest in anyway, so it works out in our favor. Now taking a quick look at him, looks like a solid player, 62 overall, and he actually has several traits on him. I think that's because we're using the realism mod. You still don't see that too often. One club player, so he is ours for the significant future at least. And now it's time to find a real face and spruce his appearance up a bit. And there we go, the new Elliot Wilson with an in-game face. As long as he turns out to be a solid player for us, he will be one that's probably with us for a long time, considering he does have the one club player trait. So maybe a future captain or something like that. Won't get too ahead of ourselves. We've got a lot of other talented youth, and he's nowhere near the top of the list right now. But we will give him the start in this cup game. We'll see what he can do, what he's all about. He's very short, 5'5", so maybe kind of a tricky forward up there. He is injury prone, unfortunately, so we'll just have to make sure we have enough depth on the wings to cover him if he's out injured. But for now, he will be the depth, probably sitting in the reserves for most of the season, but I'll see what kind of minutes we can get him going forwards. Like you know, we are light on numbers. So he'll get the start out there. He's technically a right mid, but I'll put him on the left so he can cut in on his right foot. Jakubiak gets the start up top. Let's see what he can do. Afolayan hasn't impressed that much in the chances he's been given. And we are really in bad shape in terms of fitness here. Trying to rotate around a little bit. Kemp back at right back, Cabrera at left back. And with that, that's the squad we use to take on Scunthorpe. All right, here we go. Elliot Wilson in the lineup, the latest of our youth academy prospects to come through. He takes the number 8. No one else had it, so I guess why not? No one else is asking for it at the moment. Maybe we'll reconsider some of the numbers next season. Just make sure that we obviously don't use 6, since that's a retired number at West Ham. Ed Green up to his usual antics already in this match, winning a free kick for us, taking it out wide now, trying to take his man on. Fantastic tackle coming in though. I think the opposition's wising up to him a little bit and coming in for harder challenges. Marcus Brown laying that one off. Green blasts it over the bar. Well, he gets a lot of chances. Just can't quite finish all of them, although he did score that nice goal against Fulham. Jakubiak running into the box. He's desperate for a goal too. Blasts that one over the bar. That was never going to go in. Such good work rate from Jakubiak, and just lacks the finishing touch sometimes. Elliot Wilson with his first touch in a West Ham shirt picks out Green, who keeps it moving off to Brown, lays it off for Wilson, and he blasts that one over again. Our finishing has been awful, and I think that's the balance we got to find with youth in the squad and then more experienced finishers. Connor Coventry, though, with a chance, lays it off for Jakubiak, and it's not the prettiest goal, but it is a goal. He finally gets himself, I think that's his opening goal of the season. Fantastic stuff from the striker. He's been struggling a lot. That was not a good shot at all. Took a bit of luck with the deflection, but hopefully this is the turning point. We need either him or Afolayan to step up when all of our other strikers are out injured, because we need some goals, that's for sure. Elliot Wilson, some tricky footwork, cutting inside. Oh, how about that to beat his man, and he's through on goal now. Wilson, it trickles wide. Again, a really poor shot. Between him and Green, there's tons of flair with our youth academy players. But just not the finish at the end of it. Plenty of time for them to grow as they grow older, though. Wilson, look at this. He can stop on a dime, absolutely tormenting the right back, puts in a cross, and it's headed away. He's had a really bright debut. He breaks the run so far, at least, of scoring on the debut. Players like Alexander, and I think even Ed Green scoring on their debut. Wilson still a little bit of time to find his opening goal, maybe, but I think it's probably about time that streak ends for this team. Has a shot at the defender, and it still doesn't manage to find its way in. 92 minutes now, the whistle blows. 1-0, not the most exciting game you'll ever see. We had a couple of chances, not a lot of goals in it, obviously, but we do make our way through to the next round. A lot of our young players impressing out there. Bennett showing why he's becoming a regular in the starting 11. All right, well, we've been struggling with a lack of numbers in the squad and a lot of fatigue, and this couldn't come at a better time. 4 of our players coming back from loan. I actually forgot that they would be coming back mid-season, so it's a really nice change of pace for us to have some numbers finally. 4 more players in the reserves now. I'm not sure who is realistically going to get minutes out of these players. Palacios maybe, Correa, Rosa, Anang, probably not going to feature much, but now if we get to a real pinch and we need players, just some bodies to put on the bench maybe, we'll have them available at least. So let's take a look now at the transfer hub and who we can bring in this window to bolster the team a little bit. Chaplin and Reach, the latest additions for me to add, but neither of them are going to move realistically in the middle of the season. We'll keep an eye on them for next year maybe. I've actually looked for a ton of players defensively who could help us out who are available on loan right now. I think Matty Folds, he scored a great goal against us earlier, I think it was last season. And he is available on loan. He's a left back, can fill in at center back. We need that kind of versatile player, especially while we're at a back 4, but we might move back to the back 3 later in the season. So he'll be a good depth signing for us. We're just going to sign him on a short-term loan through the end of the year. We've got our man, easy as that, just going to pay his wages. Don't have to worry, obviously, about a transfer fee, so we can still save up for the London Stadium. And there we go. We got our new man in the team, and until Garmston comes back, and Johnson as well, actually, he should be able to get some good minutes. Unfortunately, I'll feel a little bad if we don't give him any minutes later in the season, but he's only on loan, so we'll worry about servicing our players first and making sure they're happy. He does make the bench for the time being, and it's nice to have a player of that stature available to fill in for us when we need it. So it's Huddersfield up next. It's an away matchup, and let's get back to the action. Well, we're launched back into action against Huddersfield and still searching for a win in the league. Our form has been so up and down, a ton of ties recently, and we just need to settle down and make the difference in these matches. Jakubiak looking for an early chance in behind. Good footwork, finds his way into the box. Cross goes flying over the head of everyone in there. And again, our lack of composure in the final third is costing us here. Game's still tied. It's Nathan Holland dancing around, looking for a shot, continuing his run, picks out Haksabanovic, who has a shot blocked by the keeper, and it goes over the net. Bright signs for the team, but unfortunately we're all the way to the 66th minute. It's been a very uneventful game. Grant putting a cross in, taken down this time. Haksabanovic at the other end of things, making a mess of stuff defensively, but nothing comes in from the free kick. Chance going off the crossbar for Huddersfield, 76 minutes in now. Still no one yet to make the difference. Huddersfield continuing to ask questions though. Meunier in for Grant, who lays it off for Pritchard, blocked by Button. Fantastic save. Button has such a good season going on for him right now. Jakubiak lays it off. Jordan Hugill into the box, one-on-one. Oh, blocked by the keeper. His fantastic goal-scoring form in the league comes to an end here. Couldn't find the difference in that move. Marcus Brown charging forwards, looking to get his head up. No one quite ahead of him in the box, so he keeps on going. What can he do here? Lays it off. Hugill again saved by the keeper, headed down. And this time it's in. It's Holland there to clean up the mess, and he gets a rare goal. He's been really good this season, Nathan Holland. A little scrappy, but that's a great volley in the end. So late in the match, we get ourselves in front, and finally 3 points in the league. It was a really hard-fought one, but we took down Huddersfield, and hopefully this is the turning point for our team to move up. All right, well, back into action against Blackburn, this time at Brisbane Road in front of the home fans again. Hopefully we're coming to the end of our time at Brisbane Road if we can save up some money in this window and buy back London Stadium for next year. If not, surely the year after. We'll see how things go, though. Marcus Brown playing out of the back, taking his man on one-on-one. A little risky, but he does come away. Charging down the wing now. Continuing his run, Marcus Brown lays it off for Hugill, off the defender and straight to the keeper. Really good opportunity. Now back at our end, it's Cabrera trying to close down. Cross finds its way past him. Bennett a little too casual in the box. Could quite clear that one. Chance coming in from Blackburn, but it doesn't find its way anywhere near the net. Gallagher riding out the challenge from Cabrera. Lovely stuff from Blackburn, and it's Buckley who puts it in to the back of the net just before halftime. That is unfortunate for us. Hard to defend against passing like that, though. Great stuff from Blackburn. You don't see that too often at this level. Jakubiak coming off. He has been poor. Affeline coming on. Not that he's been much better, but we need some kind of change up top. We don't even look to have a sniff at goal so far. Hugo trying to close down up top. Cullen picks out Hugo. Moving into the box now. Oh, just a little too far in front of him. Couldn't get the shot off. He's trying to do it all himself. No one giving him too much help here. Cross coming in from the corner, and Hugo converts it this time. gets his goal finally, 1-1 in the 65th minute. We don't score too many goals off of corners. Hugo is pretty solid in the air, though, as we know. And finally, we draw a level here. Oksabanovic tracking all the way back to clear that one over his head. Lovely stuff. But now poor closing down. Marcus Brown trying to get there. Cabrera also trying to get there, and he does finally away. Creeping towards the 90th minute now. Elliot Wilson coming on as a substitute. And he sneaks that one through for Connor Coventry, who can't find the return pass. And unfortunately, that was our last move of the game. Whistle blows, 92 minutes played. Another tie for this team. We continue on with the frustrating results. Not a loss, which is, I guess, a bonus here, but still just not good enough. All right, well, we take a look at where things lay right now. We got $5 million in the bank still after that loan. A little bit less because of the wages we had to pay, but we need to raise about $5 million if we want to be able to splurge for the London Stadium after this transfer window. So I'm going to take a look through the squad. We have a lot of surplus talent right now. Some players who could move once the injuries are over. Johnson does not get many minutes when we play with a back three. Boateng barely plays at all when we don't have injuries. Nathan Trott has been complaining about minutes all season. I think, like I said, I think Button's probably our number one right now. He's a little bit ahead of him. And then we have Tyler Bell coming through the academy, so I don't see where Trott's future lies. Rosa, Anang, a couple of these players, I think we can just move on. So we'll see where we can get money. We don't need to sell all of them. And obviously we shouldn't because we're pretty short on numbers, but we'll see how things turn out. We're down in 13th now, starting to slip up a bit. Still pretty firmly mid-table. I'm not too worried about relegation anymore. And in good news, Alexander is back from injury. Hopefully our crisis is coming to an end. He won't start right away. It's Jakubiak and Hugo up top, but we return to a back three. Cabrera still maintains his starting position. He has been fantastic, so let's see how he can adapt to a back three. All right, well, we're back to our preferred 3-5-2 formation that suits our players best. For the time being, it's Jakubiak and Hugo up top, but obviously Alexander will be up there, holding on to his starting spot once he's fully back from injury. Cullen and Holland linking up out here on the wing. West Brom defending really well. We're having a hard time finding our way through. Jakubiak linking up with Holland. Well defended. Holland still harassing his man, though, but it's passed out of the back. West Brom doing really well to hang on here. Cullen continuing to move forward. What can he do here? Pass through for Jakubiak, who tries to lay it off. Hugo has a shot. Oh, I thought that was in for a second, but it was well wide of the post after a second look here. Hugo with another chance, though, getting in behind, and he's through on goal. One-on-one with the keeper, and he finishes into the bottom corner. Jordan Hugo, once again, he is picking up his form at a crucial time in the season. Another goal to his name. Holland brought down with a nasty head-to-head collision, and he looks to go down injured. We take it into halftime, and luckily he was able to shake that one off. Comes out to start the second half. Oksabanovic trying to cut out the move here from West Brom. Great save from Button to keep us in the match. We still maintain our 1-goal lead. A lot of close games for us these days, and this has all the makings of one of these games where the opposition equalizes late in the match. But luckily, we're able to hang on. Marcus Brown defending out of the back here. West Brom continuing to ask questions, though. Only a couple seconds left in the match. Livermore looking for a way through, and they can't find it. We do hang on for 3 points. It's a very close call, but we get the job done. This is the kind of result that we need to be making the difference, and we finally do it. 3 points, and we climb back up the table. Well, in between matches here, Dan Kemp gets an offer from Burton Albion to take him on loan. He wasn't a player that I was really expecting to loan out or sell in this window, but we'll accept it. He's not getting too many minutes, and with players coming back from injury, there is a little bit of wiggle room here to send someone out. So if they'll take him, he will go out on loan. Still some fatigue in the squad. Ed Green get a start up top, actually. He is a center forward by trade. Let's see how he can do in a partnership with Hugo up top. Wilson and Afa Lyon getting some minutes. Boateng starting in defensive mid. Coventry starting just ahead of him. And actually, Palacios is back from loan as well. He is going to get some minutes. He hasn't played much for us since getting promoted from the academy, but he does look to be a solid player, 60 overall. Maybe not our single brightest talent, but he does have a lot of potential ahead of him. We're also going to bring Matty Folds into the fold, the lineup. Get some minutes here with a start. And all right, that is our starting 11. We're back into cup action. We take on Sheffield United. It's going to be a tough one for us, but I think we can do it. Here we go. We're up against Sheffield United. Premier League level opposition. Not the toughest Premier League level opposition we'll take on. We've actually taken down some better teams, so we know that we're capable of it. Early chance coming in here. Afolayan on the wing, puts in a low ball. Can't quite pick out the man running into the box, but decent first look from us here. Sheffield settling and looking to play a ball through. They do. Afolayan all the way back there to cover. Good defending, and he gets that ball away. Sheffield continuing to push on, though. Elliot Wilson now charging forwards, using his pace. Good strength to hold off his man despite his small stature. Wilson picking out Ed Green. Finds the return pass, or actually continues the play through to Boateng. The move is off for us, though. Coventry trying to pick one out. Wilson through for Green, takes a touchdown. I thought he was pushed off of it, and he is. Is that a penalty, or was that before the call? Yeah, that's going to be a free kick for us. Still a good chance, though. Cabrera tipping one down at the keeper. Not bad at all. Wasn't the hardest shot you'll see, but he did force him into a save. Cabrera, very, very good technical player. He might be our free kick taker going forwards here. Bennett can't quite close down, and the chance in for Musset does finish this time. Sheffield pulled themselves in front. 18 minutes played. And we got to really keep our focus here if we want to prevent this game from getting out of hand. We've had a few good chances of our own, though. Connor Coventry flying into a challenge there. And Hugill now continuing to play forward. Connor Coventry lays it off. Return pass. Hugill into the box. What can he do here? Cutting it back. Oh, picks out the wrong pass. I did have a man wide open in the box, just played it in the wrong direction. Chance gone missing. Hugill picking out Afolayan. Touch forward, and he's clean through. Afolayan at the keeper again. How many chances do we need to score a goal here? Sheffield United still in front. Great ball over the top. Bennett there to cover. Oh, great strength from the young center back. And now playing out from the back. Wilson couldn't quite get to that one. Sheffield continuing to push on here. Cross coming in. It's a dangerous one at the near post, or back post rather. Nathan Trott called into action, makes the save, and just like that, we take it into halftime. Still a one-goal separation between the two teams. Sheffield putting another cross in. Afolayan all the way back there to cover, trying desperately to impress. I think he's still in search of more minutes here, but he needs to show us a bit more going forwards if he wants to make his stake for the starting 11 here. Ed Green coming off with tired legs, and it's Alejandro Cabrera back from loan and back in the team. Let's see what he can do here with a couple of minutes. About 3 minutes left in the match, though. Sheffield, we need a goal here if we want any hope at going through. Opportunity coming in, flying into that one. Correa getting all the way back, and he pokes it away. Fantastic last-ditch defending there. A lot of our young players looking to impress. Bennett gets it away. Coming to the 90th minute now, Elliot Wilson charging forwards. Big touch ahead of him. Oh, and a little too far ahead of him. He had two men running out in front. Sheffield read that play perfectly, though. And unfortunately, that is a loss. 1-0. We showed signs of quality, but it's always going to be expected that we might miss some chances with a lot of youngsters in the squad. Not bad. Some players caught my eye, and now we're out. All right, well, with the FA Cup out of mind for now, it's time to focus in on the league. 16 games remaining, and we do have to move our way through the rest of the January window, too. We'll see what can happen here. An offer coming in for Ben Johnson. I'm going to go ahead. Let's negotiate and see what we can get. I do like Johnson, but he's just not getting many minutes. He's continually complaining about his game time too. So look at that, 5.3 million, pretty solid offer for him. And we're also putting on the list Boateng, Trot, Anang, and Rosa, and maybe looking for a loan offer for Correa while we're at it. We're approaching deadline day though, so not a lot of time left. We will need some more funds raised if we do want to be able to afford the London Stadium for next season. We'll have to buy it this season to get things underway over the summer, or else we'll have to wait another year. So it all comes down to the last few days here. Lance Alexander is back in contention, and we're going to give him the start. He seems fully fit. He is happy, and hopefully that will result in some goals for us. We desperately need it, as we know. So we're back into action against Reading with a full strength striking partnership up top, and let's get to it. All right, here we go. West Ham back in front. The home fans at Brisbane Road once again. Can we get another win here? Marcus Brown with some early involvement, taking his man on one-on-one. Cutting inside. Oh, good stuff from Marcus Brown. Continuing his run. 2 shots blocked by the center back. Good chance from him. Jordan Hugill out wide for Holland. Continuing it. Oh, all the way to the back post. Didn't have enough curl on the low. Ball in behind, and now it's Reading's turn to get at us. It's Loader. Absolutely getting the better of Bennett. Puts a cross in. Button gets all the way out there. Diving palm to the ball to see that one out. Well done from him. Haksabanovic, how about that for some skill out of the back? Again, very, very risky. Don't know that I would recommend that, but he did pull it off anyways. Scoreline still holds level. Cabrera closing his man down, and Bennett can't quite get there. Headed away, but only just. Tompkins doing some last-ditch defending here. Marcus Brown blocks the first cross, rolled out wide for the second. That does find its way in all the way to the back post, though. It's Holland to gather that one up. It's our turn to attack now. Mark Noble in for Alexander. Ooh, shot right at the goalkeeper. Great chance. Second half here. Neither team able to find a goal, but this could be a chance for Reading East. Ooh, Button getting down to make the late reaction save. Absolutely outstanding from our goalkeeper once again, showing why he's the number one. Nathan Holland dancing around a little bit, looking to link up with Hugh Gill, who finds Alexander. Can he score here? Lance Alexander, yes he can. Back from injury and back to scoring goals. His partnership with Hugh Gill, just like he never left. Fantastic to have everyone first choice back up top, and another chance for Alexander. Blasted over the bar, couldn't finish that time, but he did get the important goal so far. Some more chances coming in here. We're hanging on late in the match. Substitute Elliot Wilson picking up an injury. Hopefully it's nothing too serious. And the whistle blows. We do hang on for another win. 3 more points. We march on in the league. We look to be in very good position now, actually. Not that many games left in the season, and we are firmly mid-table. And now it's just a matter of hanging on for the rest of the season. All right, well, player injured, unfortunately. Elliot Wilson out for 5 days. Not bad at all, and he's not a player that we need immediately in the starting 11 anyways. So we continue some training with our youngsters here. Ed Green continues to work on some of his technical attributes to push him towards a first team spot. And all right, guys, with that, we take on deadline day. That's going to come next episode, though. Will we be able to sell a couple players and raise money for the London Stadium next season, or will we wait another year? Only time will tell. So I'll be back very soon with that episode. Make sure to tune in for that. But until then, I'm Respect the Jeff, and I'll see you next time.